Okay guys, welcome back to our series of videos that Axiom Private Tutoring is doing online to help you guys continue learning even though schools are closed. The first question we're going to be dealing with in this video is from Katleho. Katleho sent us a question via WhatsApp, so we're going to be answering it as a group. Okay, let's try answer her problem. Let's look at her problem. Ooh, this is a tough problem. This is a tough one, but let's get it on the board so you guys can also see what her problem is. Okay, the problem is CORO in A. Yikes, guys, Corona. Problem and a half. But this is Axiom Private Tutoring. We can solve any problem. This is a small problem, okay? Now, as you know, whether you're dealing with maths or physics, we need to change our problem into symbols that we can manipulate and symbols that we can put into an equation. So let's see what we can do with this. Okay, we've got C. We know C as complex numbers, numbers that can be represented by the equation A plus BI. You remember this. If you're not sure, please do your revision. Complex numbers. Okay, then we have our OR. Our OR, think back to probability. OR is the union between sets. You know the symbol? Union. So that's our OR, U. Okay. Then we have O, which here will represent as our sigma. You remember sigma from standard deviation? That is when we take the values of the members of the group and contrast it to the mean value within that group. Okay. So we're talking about the group here with sigma. Alright. Then we have our NA. In mathematical terms, that means no answer or not applicable. Alright. No answer. So I can already hear many of you shouting at home, telling me that you know the answer, you know how to get to the solution. But guess what? For those that aren't so sure how to get to the solution, we're going to work through it step by step. We're going to make it easier for you. Okay, so we're going to start on the right-hand side. I don't like the right-hand side. It says no answer. This problem doesn't realize that we're dealing with Axiom Private Tutoring. We always have an answer. We are always with answer. Okay, we change our no answer to a with answer. The N is gone. The left hand side stays the same. Okay, we have C, the union of sigma. Alright, now because we have an answer, it means that our problem is no longer as complex. Here we have complex numbers, so it means those complex numbers need to disappear because we have an answer. We have an answer, so no more complexity. And because we've used our answer is gone. Alright, things are getting simpler. Can you feel the answer coming closer? Alright, we've got the union of sigma equals W. Remembering that union is you, the you. Who is you? What is you? You are you. You are the self. Okay, so we can rewrite you as self. Okay, so we have a self, we have a sigma. Remembering that sigma is our self, is our standard deviation. So we need to talk about the group. And in these COVID-19 times, it is very bad to be with the group. You do not want to be with the group. So we need to isolate self from the group. So thinking back to your work on standard deviation, you know that there's 3 ways to reduce the standard deviation. Okay, because once we reduce the standard deviation, we separate it from the self. The first way to do it is to increase the sample size. Not ideal because we don't want to be in a group of more than 100 people. Okay. The second way is to reduce the variability. Not the ideal way that we want to decrease our standard deviation. The other way is to decrease the confidence level. Sounds better. Okay, how does the self feel? The self doesn't feel very confident. Its confidence levels are way down. So we have decreased its confidence levels, and by decreasing its confidence levels, we have gotten rid of our sigma. Now we have isolated our sigma from our standard deviation. We have isolated the self. Self has been isolated, and therefore what happens? We win. When the self has been isolated, we win. Alright, Katleho at home, I hope your question has been answered. I hope everyone understands how to solve the problem that is corona. We can solve it by self-isolating and also by sanitizing. See you next time.